Hello, everyone. Welcome to our stream. Sorry we were starting a little bit late. Sean forgot every aspect of streaming and had to kind of throw everything together. And also, we had audio issues and video stuff. And it's everyone that's done this knows how it works. Gloria, I see you calling me out for being late, and I'm not here for it. Anyway,
Love you,
today we
Gloria.
are going to be playing the wonderful game written by Rain, who is over here, over there. Um, and they wrote this game called Crushes and Cryptids about cryptids dating people and other cryptids. And we'll get into it a bit. But before we do that, let's all go around and introduce ourselves. And I would love it if we could do it in the order that's on screen. So, Jenna, you're first.
Hello, I am Jenna Daggers, also known as Midichlorian. I will be playing, let's see if I can get her entire fucking name, Tony Gianna Lucali Soprano Stopheles. And she's a Jersey Devil from the Pine Barrens, right? And I actually researched if there's Italians in the Pine Barrens, so we're good.
Beautiful.
Let's go.
Rain.
Yeah, as Sean said, I'm Rain. I'm the person who wrote this game. It's still kind of mind-blowing that somebody other than me is playing my own game or running my own game, because it's always just been me. So yeah, I'm super excited about this. I'm also like the person who runs the Hammer of the Gods podcast, where Sean has been our first and thus far only non-podcast person to run stuff. So we're just gonna keep running stuff on each other's channels.
Yeah,
And I am playing Bob, the Domeston Blob.
wonderful. Taylor.
Hey, I'm Taylor, aka Spunky Taylor, and I am playing a moth person named Luna, because Luna Moth, get it? And yeah, she her pronouns.
Yuri.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yuri. I am marketing director for TTN Tabletop Tailspinners, where we advocate for diversity without tokenism. Today, I'm going to be playing a mermaid named Coral. She's from California, so just wait for the LA accent.
And last but not least, Meadow.
It's okay. I could be least. Howdy, darlings. I'm Meadow, she, they pronouns. I am a TTRPG performer, content creator, and all around nerd for playing pretend with cool people. Today, I will be playing Marina Alga, a Kelpie. And if you don't know what that is, imagine a horse and a fish having a really cute baby. We're going with cute. I
Cute.
cannot wait to play her. Marina Alga uses she, her pronouns.
Beautiful. We're just going to up Meadow, Rain, and myself real quick as per the request of chat. And then we will get started. So, you all were invited by Voidemir, the sentient void that inhabits the coffee shop in town, to attend Cryptid T, T.E.A, a nice little acronym introduced by the cryptid community a few years ago, meaning to each another. As dating as cryptids can be hard, people are scared of you, you're kind of out at different times of day, some of you may or may not exist, some of you it's an argument of like, is it mythology, is it cryptid, and nobody seems to really agree. So the cryptid community came together to decide, we're done with that. We're all going to be here together and find people for friendship, for flotation, for life companionship, whatever they want to be. But that's how this little adventure started. So you all will be at the Cryptid Tea Shop. It's really a coffee shop, but tea shop sounds better, and so they changed the branding a couple years back when bringing people together fit the acronym more than anything else. And where would we find you? Let's go in the reverse order. So, Meadow, what would your character be doing in this coffee shop? And what, like, before everyone arrives, just a few people milling around, what would your character be doing?
I think that Marina would be there very early, and would be looking at the pastry section. I think, because they're very horse friendly. So looking for fruits, things like apples. If there's kind of like an autumnal spice to anything, she's definitely looking at those, and trying to make conversation with anyone else who is also looking at the pastries, looking for like anything in common that she may have with someone so that she can get a jump start on the night.
Yes. getting your jumpstart in would be someone else who arrived early. Her name is Kelly. She is there. She is one of those like aliens with the floating heads and the leaf shaped thing with the floating black dress. I don't know if we have a name for them, but one of those aliens. And she looks over to you and is like, um, "Do you think they have anything that tastes like starlight? I know I didn't get the request form in for food, but I enjoy starlight flavored things."
Marina snaps to attention, shoulders back very fast, and immediately has that trigger of normally she's very anxious, but if someone else is more anxious, she can do the thing. So she immediately snaps up and leans over to whoever's working behind the counter and goes, "Hi, I am so sorry. My friend here exclusively adores celestial flavors. Do you have anything for I'm sorry, what was your name?" And I'm gonna
Oh yeah.
pause.
My name is Kelly. Hi, it's nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you. I'm Marina. Hold on, I will take care of this for you.
Okay.
Do you have anything celestial for the lovely Kelly?
Yeah, and you see, there's just a random human behind the place that is like, yeah, we've got whatever people need. Was it on the? Did they fill out the pre-take food form, or is this kind of like a early order?
This is just earlier. We'd
Yeah,
like it right now,
yeah.
if
Give
at
me
all possible.
5 minutes, and we can get out some Starlight cupcakes if that's okay.
Ooh, that sounds delicious and amazing. Thank you so much.
Nice. Who else thinks that they're here a little bit before the event starts?
Sean, I have a quick question. Is
Yeah.
Kelly a Flatwoods monster?
Is that what they are?
I think from your description, I'm pretty sure that's what you were referring to, but maybe
Mhm.
I'm mixing up my cryptids.
If we are looking on, for those of you in chat, if you would like to know what I'm referencing, please go to, is it itch? Where's this at? Where can we get it? I should have got a link. Someone post a link for where you can get the game in chat.
I have a
Oh,
link.
yeah,
Thank you, Taylor.
one
You
second.
can go to the second or third page and look at what we're referencing. Also, there are a lot of public copies, but if you get a copy or if you run a stream or game of it or leave a review, more public copies become available and more people can play this game. So do that, all of you watching. Anyway, yeah, if we're looking at page 3, the thing right where it says complications.
Yeah, that is the Flatwoods monster.
Thank you. It's a Flatwoods monster. That's who Kelly is. She's a Flatwoods monster. Not alien thing as I made in my list of NPCs.
I mean, one of the theories for the Flatwoods monster is that it's an alien.
Mhm.
Uh, and fun fact, also from West Virginia, so probably knows
Oh,
Mothman.
very fun. Anyway, would anyone else be arriving
Roommates.
early, or
Roommates.
is everyone an on time or later person?
Later.
Later.
Later. Okay.
Yeah, I think Bob is much
Yeah.
like me and late to everything.
Yeah, beautiful. Then yeah, you have so much time to get in on everyone who's here before you because everyone showed up later. So then you'd also be the only one to hear the announcement from Voidemir. Just kind of assembling everyone. You know, more will come later in the day or in the night. This takes place at 7 p.m. in the fall. The sun just went down, an inclusive time for everyone. And Voidemir gathers all of you. There is no body. There is no mind. They use they, any pronouns as they are just the voice of the void speaking into this shop. They also don't need to pay any sort of land fee or taxes because nobody can hunt them down. So they own the shop and no one can do anything about that. But they speak out to everyone gathered. Welcome, friends. It is time for our annual To Each Another Cryptid Tea. We hope tonight you find what you're looking for. Oh, yes, gentle applause, gentle applause. We hope tonight you find who you are looking for, whether that be in friendship, companionship, or just a vibe. We're here for all of it. All of the things are free, all of the snacks are provided. We just ask that you find who you're here for. And then, the voice fades and it resumes. As the only one still here, what would be your reaction to that?
I am giggling very nervously
Mm-hmm.
because I'm just standing next to Kelly, and they're a random voice from above goes, maybe date. So I'm like, ha ha ha, yeah, that's well, and here we are. Um, so which one? There was a list. Which one are you trying to? What is your vibe? Like, what are you looking for tonight? Like, is it friendship? Is it maybe something more? I'm not trying to. I'm just asking. Where are those cupcakes? Those celestial cupcakes should be here by now.
Yeah, and right as you're like, where are these cupcakes? A tray is handed to. Would Marina take them, or would they be given to Kelly?
I'm taking them with my hands,
Okay.
just in case. Because a tray, I don't know if it's like. I want to make sure it's safe. So I'm taking
Okay.
it for her and like kind of like examining what they look like, and then I'll offer to her.
Yeah. They're like a very deep, dark chocolate with like just sprinkles on the top that when you look at them, they like move around as though they're like living dust from stars.
Ooh. I immediately eat one in its entirety, like wrapper and all, like in one bite.
Okay. Nice. Do you give the rest to Kelly or do you eat them yourself?
No, no, no. I give the
Okay.
rest to Kelly.
Cool. Yeah.
I
Kelly.
I go I go finder's fee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I like that. Um, I don't really know what I'm here for tonight because I'm just kind of here. My space friends said it would be very helpful for me to have people that aren't them, and so I'm here to find other people.
Oh my god. I get that so deeply. It's insane. That's amazing. So where are you from? Like, what are your space? Like, where are you stationed? I guess.
Well, we kind of show up in forests and trees and places where we don't belong, and then there's one picture of us that's kind of spooky because nobody knows how it got taken, but it's me and my friends before they told me I need to come here. So yeah, and Kelly's just gonna like talk at you until you stop her. So let's move. Who would arrive late, but first late? Nice.
So yeah, so you see, like a girl like burst through the door.
Okay.
Like she's running and she's trying to like get her like hair down, and she goes, "Oh my god, did it start already? Am I late?" And then she sees that the people are still kind of like walking or like standing up, and she's like, "Oh, yeah." What I was gonna say, thank Poseidon. Yeah, she's like clearly she was somewhere else, lost track of time, and she's just as she's walking in, really just trying to like pull herself together and get stuff out of her hair. You think some of it is seaweed, but it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah. And what does Coral look for first? As they
She.
as she
Yeah.
arrives.
She would probably go straight to like drinking something because she ran here. And she's like, do you know where the drinks are? Like to like the nearest person.
And did Coral fill out the pre-attendance food request form?
No.
Okay. Beautiful. Then you are directed to a table full of like a whole rainbow of drinks. Every possible combination of liquids is on this table. Not spotting the one you're specifically looking for, you're then directed to the same human behind the bakery / bar counter who is responsible for making everything people did not prep for tonight.
Yeah, like, excuse me? Do you
Yeah?
have just like just water? I know all of these look great, right? And I might try them later, but like just I'm really thirsty.
Yeah, you just want water.
Yes.
That is the easiest thing anyone has ever asked for. And like without like finishing the sentence, already has like a huge glass of water to give to you.
Oh my god, you're the best. Thank you. And you don't know how because you don't see her swallow, but she goes like this and it just all like goes into her. Like in like you blink, you missed it.
Okay.
And she just puts the glass down and she's like, that was great. If you are taking like, like orders for later though, I was here like last year and they had some really cute like little seaweed cakes. Do you guys have that again?
Yeah, I can make them. Yeah.
Oh, you're the best. No hurry though. You're all good, okay? All right. She keeps trying to fix her hair as she walks away
Nice.
and tries to mingle, very happy that she's not actually too late.
Nice. Who would follow in? Nobody.
We're
Beautiful.
all
Then
gone.
Flip a
No,
coin,
no,
flip a coin.
I think Luna will come in next.
okay. And what's it look like as Luna walks in?
Yeah, Luna walks in sideways because giant wings trying to like fit through the door, kind of energy wise. She's very like dressed up like for like the 70s kind of side, very groovy. Just looking at everyone and then heading straight for drinks.
Nice. And did you fill out the pre-drink request form?
Yeah, I
Beautiful. So
think
what drink is Luna looking for on the table?
she is looking for maple syrup lemonade.
Ooh. Honestly, that sounds like a vibe. Yeah. It's like right in between like the mixed drinks and the like soft drinks because no one's really sure the consistency where it belongs. So it's kind of like on its own pedestal of like a thick syrupy bottom and then like kind of like how like a tequila sunrise will change colors as you get to the top and there's less maple, like a beautiful yellow lemonade, but it turns more amber the lower it goes.
Beautiful. Like it matches her fit. And then she started looking around, trying to mingle around with if anyone's around. Like she's not being like a wallflower. She's out there in the open, wings spread out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you would see there is another like someone that just has like a glow around them seems to be related in capacity to Voidamir, and they're not sure how to present themselves because they don't have mass. So just kind of like a floating outline of where a thing could be that's constantly changing shape. You see someone there. You see a skeleton. You see Kelly talking with Marina, as well as Coral over by the bar. You see a Bigfoot, and then you see a pumpkin person. Those are the people that have arrived so far.
Cool. I think I'm gonna talk to you. It was Carol or Coral? It's Coral.
Coral, right?
Coral. Right. Okay. Yeah, I think Luna will go talk to Coral.
Nice.
It'll be like she's still at the bar or like standing or.
Yeah, she's standing by the bar, just put in her order and is kind of looking around to find somebody to mingle with.
It's like, and she would just like lean around and be like, "Hey, come here often." Cliche line.
I mean, I came to the last tea that they had last year, but there wasn't really like anybody interesting. I didn't see you there though.
Yeah. No, this is my first time here. Newish around town.
Oh, that's exciting. Where are you from?
Nowhereville.
I like
So
that. That's really cool. Super mysterious. Dig the vibe.
Yeah, like I used to like terrorize. It's like this pink little dog and stuff all the time. But yeah. But now I'm here. I was like, gotta get a new gig.
And while,
Okay, cool.
while this is going on, who arrives next? Bob, or are we saying Tony, or are we saying the entire name?
Oh, the entire name every single time you refer to her.
Cool. Roll me. There are no d20s in this game. Jenna the human, as the friend of Sean the human. Roll me a d20, and on a crit, I will say the entire name the entire time.
I'll take it. Let's go.
While she's doing that, I think Bob would be the next to arrive.
Okay. Yeah, and what does it look like as Bob makes their entrance?
17.
So close. So close. Yeah, so Bob is like a sentient blob, much like my lovely picture. Kind of a pinkish look to them. They always have, like, they don't wear clothes because they're just a blob. You know, there's no real gender presentation necessarily, but they have an amazing ass. Like, all the time, it's always there. And then they also have, like, a couple of handkerchiefs that you're not really sure, like, they're just coming out of them. One is a gender fluid flag, and then just like a couple of others that are less clear what they mean.
Okay. Nice. And would Bob have filled out the pre-request form?
Yes.
Okay.
And all they put was yes.
Beautiful. Then there is an entire table of like every food, every drink, every baked good, every like up to like a full like roast dinner because they wanted to make sure they were including all of the requests, but yes was such a big ask. They did everything they could think of. And there's just like the only nameplate you see for a thing, Bob, on a table with like an entire probably like year supply of food that, if not eaten, will be donated to the community at the end of the night.
Amazing. Uh, I did decide, thanks to the chat, that Bob's full name is Bob Blah Blah.
Okay.
Blah, blah.
Bob,
Yeah,
Bob,
to go for the
Bob, blah,
Arrested
blah.
Development.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
the Arrested Development reference.
Mhm. And what would Bob be doing? Would they be seeking someone out? Would they be going just to grab a snack? What would they be doing?
Oh, I think they would go and like the first drink and first like food that they find,
Hmm.
uh, and probably would be talking to people, like introducing themselves.
Hmm.
So like one, you could call it a hand. It looks like a hand, but essentially it's a pseudopod because they're just like a
Hmm.
an amoeba more or less.
Hmm.
Um, so like they would reach out and try to shake people's hand with one, and then they would extend another pseudopod like kind of behind their back
Hmm.
and just like put it over the drink, take the whole thing, like they absorb the glass and everything into them, and then do the same thing with some food.
Nice. Yeah, as you're meeting people, you would meet, or at least gain the name of Barry Bigfoot, a
Okay.
Bigfoot that uses he, they pronouns, um, as well as Skellington, the skeleton, who uses they them pronouns, Jacques, the pumpkin person, they use they any, and V, the voidling, who is a she her pronoun user.
Can you paint me a word picture
Sure.
for like what these individuals look like? Because I
Of
need to
course.
know how cute they are.
Yeah. So we'll go in reverse order because I read them from the bottom of my list up. So we're going in reverse order. So V, the voidling, she is floating there with just like almost the northern lights, trying to maintain any sort of capacity for how to show the void, but not like the void is in nothingness in space, the void is in like the absence of being. So how to show
Oh,
the void
smash.
in here. Okay, so you see V floating around with her like just aurora borealis going around the entire body. Skella Lellington looks a bit like a dude bro. You could tell like this person played like hockey and soccer and football before becoming a skeleton because like even though there's no muscles, the musculature has held on to it. um, Jacques is sitting there, very scarecrow body, like great muscle for being made out of hay, but the fingers are just slightly undexterous because you could tell that like it's moved into the arms as they move. But you know, the head is perfectly pristine, no like melting, no like age shown on the pumpkin face. And then Barry Bigfoot is wandering around. They're very quiet, very shy, off in the back, like just kind of like being sitting with their cup of coffee and enjoying the space they've created for themselves.
Yeah, I think Bob would be keeping an eye on V,
Mm-hmm.
but would probably go talk to Barry.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, hi. Are you are you interested in friendship?
Oh, I'm Bob Blah Blah. I'm here for just, whatever. Here for the vibes.
That's nice. I am here because I would like to talk to somebody, and this seemed like an easy way to do it. And I have met 3 friends today, and it's the best day of my life.
Sean, this is entirely too cute. You can't do this to me.
I can do what I want. You have let me on your channel, and you've come on mine. I have ultimate control.
You got me there. You got me
Yeah.
there.
I love him.
Mhm.
Yeah, Bob would shake your hand and probably come away, like, not unintentionally, with way too much Bigfoot hair that
Mhm.
is just absorbed into them.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's allergy season, and I brushed before coming to get the twigs out, but the fall's always really hard because the trees are dying and it clogs up my nose.
I mean, if you want, like I'm basically a lint roller. I could probably help with that.
I don't think we know each other well enough right now, but I'm not against it. I'm just, my boundary's not there yet, but I'm thanking you for the offer.
Yeah, no problem. Just let me know. Like I'll give you a hug anytime, and just take that extra fur.
The hug sounds nice. We'll see where we go. And from this cute scene, we go to Tony.
Let's go. So Tony has actually been standing outside this entire time while people were arriving, but she's been smoking her vape as dictated by her writer that she sent in 3 weeks before the 2 week thing. So
Okay.
she made sure that, one of her people filled it out for her because they know these things. And by that, she is pretty sure that that means vaguely lined with mafia threats, but that's okay. It's a long family line. Like, the Jersey Devil has been active for, 250 years? So she has, super slay little, hooves. They're black and shiny. She shined them right before coming. And she has, really big, gold reflective glasses right now. And, a jacket that she's not wearing is just, over her shoulders. And, yeah. As soon as she sees, the people stop filtering in, she'll start going in. Just for a dramatic entrance.
Okay. And on your entrance, even though you're the last, are you trying to just subtly slip in, or are you making an entrance just because you're last?
Not necessarily an entrance. Everyone look at me, but if someone's looking in that general direction, they'll be like,
Okay. Yeah. I think by the
it's
time
with finesse and pizzazz.
Yeah, I think by the time you get there, most people have paired off, or at least are in small pods, that it's backfired on you a little bit. If you would like to introduce a role of some kind to get the attention you're hoping for, the roles in this game are hot, turn 'em on, spooky, scare 'em off, mysterious, confuse and amaze, or disaster, cause harm. If you would like to do one of those to try and get the attention you're hoping for, I would love you to do that. The mechanics of this game is you roll 2d6, and then you add stat modifiers.
I think I'm going to go for Jude Bro Skeleton because she has impeccable taste, clearly.
Yes. Okay.
And I think I'm going to roll for hotness.
Okay. Yeah, and what is the bonus you have given yourself to hot?
Wait, is Skelly Bro talking to anyone?
Skelly Bro is currently talking to Jacques the Pumpkin Person.
I don't want a disaster, Jacques. He'll literally fall apart. Yeah, I'm going to roll for hot.
Okay, cool. Please roll for hot.
4.
Okay.
With 1d6 or 2?
It's 2d6, and then
Okay.
you add your modifier.
6.
So a 10 total or a 6 total?
Nope, 6 total.
Okay. And is that with your +2, +1, -1, +0?
That's my +2.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, you walk in strutting your stuff the way that you know won't catch a scene, the way that you know will get the eyes that are perceptive enough to be worth your attention. You walk in with the confidence that those eyes will be turned to you as you miss seeing one of the people that just it's just a little wisp. Clearly a servant of Voidamir's or a cafe employee, but they're really hard to see because they don't exist, just carrying a tray, and you strut right into them, knocking a whole tray of dirty dishes onto the floor. And the room, everyone, all of you see, but all of your attention is turned to Tony making this entrance.
Sup? I'm Tony.
Can I help pick that up?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna own it. I should have rolled for fucking disaster because I just made one, so.
I think Bob is gonna go over and just absorb all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody has to pick it up. Bob just eats it.
Nice. And with the things in
What a nice guy.
Bob, do they slowly dissolve or do they just stay?
I think that they stay there for a while. So right now, random snacks, a drink, Yeti hair, and now whatever was
An
on this
assortment of
tray.
dishes.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Yeah. So Skellington looked over in your attention and immediately turned back to Jacques, but Bob is with you.
Hey, what's up? I'm Tony Gianna Lucali Sopranostopolis. Getting quicker. Let's go.
You are. Yeah, look at you. You've had all day to practice.
Do I shake your hand or?
Is this to Bob?
Yes.
Oh, sure. And then extends a hand and is like, oh, just so you know, I absorb things, so like, I wouldn't take your hand unless you.
Oh, it's okay.
gave
These
it
are
to me,
acrylics, not press-ons.
but- Oh, okay, cool. Just like eats the edges of them accidentally.
They're like nice and sharp and cunty now.
That's so cute.
Nice. By this point, we have Luna and Coral over at the bar. Your seaweed cakes would have been served to you as per your request. And also, I believe that, Marina, you and Kelly are still there as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
Then the four of your attention would definitely be brought to each other, if not to the scene at the door, as Tony makes her entrance.
Yeah, like, oh my god. Like, I hope they're okay. They look okay, right?
They look okay. And from here, I really like those nails.
I don't know. She's kind of got a vibe going on, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I like
Or-
that.
I really like it a lot. But those like seaweed cakes, what's those?
Oh, thank you. She waves to the guy at the bar and grabs the little seaweed cakes. Yeah, like these are made out of like little seaweed and stuff. You want to try them?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you eat, but
I'm not sure either. But yes.
then try them. If you don't like them, you don't like them. You know.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Just absorbs it in mouth. Kind of energy. No biting, no chewing either. Well, that was delicious.
Oh, would they like them? You think?
Yeah, I think it would.
Nice.
Seeing kind of like Kelly and our Kelpie friend, if they're also by the bar, I feel like Coral would recognize a fellow sea creature when she saw one, and so she'd grab a couple of cakes for herself, and then kind of like just tap you on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, these are seaweed cakes. Here, you can have some too."
You're talking to me, right? You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh my god. She immediately starts to just, oh, seaweed cakes, oh god.
Okay.
And is just shoving them in. And
Oh, wow.
stops for a moment and looks up at you, Coral, and goes, oh, I have been inland for the last 3 weeks and I have had nothing from the waters. Thank you so much for sharing. You have clearly a very kind soul. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry and so rude. She's like wiping seaweed cakes from the corner of her mouth. I'm Marina. You are.
Oh, I'm Coral.
You smell amazing. I'm so sorry. Was that forward? I take that back. What I meant to say is, so you're from the ocean? Also?
Yeah. Well, like, obviously I've got, like, my people legs on right now, because it'd be kind of weird
Me
if I just, like,
too.
flopped in here, right? But, I mean, you have legs in your other form, too, so it wouldn't be as weird as me just, like, dead fishing. But, like...
So, a lot of people think that. And I would love to set the record straight. Actually, I have 3 forms. I have this form. Hi. Look very
Okay.
human. I have the form where I'm like fish from the bottom down, which looks a lot like you, right? But I have more like horse-like features. It's not as gross as it seems, I promise. Bear with me.
Uh-huh.
And then the third form is just full horse. Just full horse, except for my mane is like seaweed. And I just, oh my God, those seaweed cakes are
I
amazing.
like seaweed. Yeah. So this is my new friend, and she had turned to... She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't think I got your name, though.
Yeah, I was like, I'm Luna. Nice to meet you.
Oh, I like that
Luna.
a lot. Yeah.
That's such a pretty
I-
name. This is my friend Kelly. Kelly
Hi.
is from the stars beyond.
That's true. I like to glimpse into the beyond, and it's a fun time. You all are very attractive, and I'm very nervous, but I would like you all to know wherever the night goes, I'm glad to have met you.
Thank you for your
Okay.
honesty.
That's
I
cool.
appreciate your candor.
Yeah, I was told it'd be easier to make friends if I was correct about how I said things, and I wanted to make sure that you all knew that you are all very attractive, but I just want to be your friend.
Okay, I mean,
I'm
friends
gonna
are
hold her
fun.
hand while I say this. I'm gonna hold her hand and just like gently put a hand over hers and go, I think that's so sweet that your first instinct is to compliment the people you meet. And that could really spark some bonds, but you need to know that you're amazing and glorious and beautiful, and you have so much to contribute to a friendship and or relationship. So don't worry too much about, making us feel good. Just let's just vibe.
You just see tears.
Seaweed cake.
Like little like crystalline star bits like just falling from the eyes. I would love a seaweed cake. Thank you so much. And just
You're
accepts the
so
seaweed
welcome.
cake. As like she grabs it, it goes into her hand and just like disappears through the hand or into the body.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Wow.
What are Tony and Bob doing?
Have you ever had gabagool?
Ooh.
I would love to.
Yeah. Oh my God. So what you do is you put the gabagool around the mozzarella, wrap the gabagool in some prosciutto. You see, and then you just sprinkle a little parmesan right on top. Wow.
I know what Parmesan is. I follow
Well,
that
that's
part.
good.
The rest, I have no idea what you're saying, but it sounds delicious.
Yeah, it is. It is. Sometimes you can put it on sandwiches. Shit's delicious. Or just shovel
I'm
it in
not a
your
very
face
picky
with,
eater.
your hands. If you kind of have hands. That's. Could you make a shovel to shovel gabagool into your face with your blob hands? Sorry, is that offensive? Should I not tell you you have blob hands?
No, I am a
Okay,
blob, so I mean
that's great.
they are blob hands. Uh, yeah, I let me see. And then just makes a shovel and just starts shoveling food into
Yeah.
really not even like their mouth. Just like starts picking it up and then absorbing it.
You could
Yeah.
eat
Yeah,
so
actually, I
much
like that
mozzarella with
you're
that.
just like putting it into their chest and it just absorbs.
Yeah, there is,
Ain't
because of
seen
your
that before.
rider, an entire table of gabagool and all other Italian goods you could imagine. There's like an entire like Italian bakery worth of like cannolis and other things, as well as all of like the charcuterie you could imagine, but not French charcuterie, like your Italian
Of
things
course
that
not.
you know, the meat rolls with the
Semolina
cheese.
bread.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because of the vague mafia threats, in your words, sent to the void itself, there is an entire tray of like everything that you would need here that Bob could shovel with.
Did they get the 1978 Barolo?
Roll for me, please. I feel like we need to introduce the game mechanics in some way. I'm happy to let us improvise just this scene for 4 hours, but I do feel like if we're showing off the game, we should roll some dice.
I'm gonna roll for spooky because mafia threats.
Yeah, that sounds fair. What do you have to spooky?
Such a mood.
+1.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that's so much better. That is an 11.
They have 4 of them.
Oh, good. I'm great at intimidating people. Awesome.
Yep. They have 4 of them.
Let's go. Bury
Whatever
in the
it
Pine
was you
Barrens if
asked
not.
for. Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah.
You hear once more coming over the voice, not voice box, just the voice now.
Shit.
It is time now for our first game of getting to know each other. If you all would like to pair up, I would love for you all to share a fun fact about yourself with the person you choose to pair up with.
Fun fact, I want to know where that voice is coming from. But do you want to pair up?
I am Voidemir the Void. If you had
Oh,
arrived on
shit.
time, you would have been told that.
I was outside.
Hmm.
Damn, so I was
Thank you,
late.
Voidsy.
You are most welcome.
Aw.
Yeah. Who would people want to be pairing up with?
I think Bob would be like trying to get V's attention,
Mhm.
but not making it obvious.
Yeah, would you like to roll hot or mysterious or something to get the attention?
Mm, you know, I kind of just because it sounds fun.
Hmm.
Because I've been like shoveling all of this food. Honestly, I even picture Bob just like deciding shoveling is not efficient enough and just
Hmm.
like standing on the table and absorbing the whole thing.
Okay,
I kind of want to roll disaster.
please do. What do you add to disaster?
Excellent. Let me see. I wrote it down and then I forgot. Oh, a 0.
Okay,
That
nice.
is my nothing stat. But that is a 10.
A 10, beautiful. Yeah. What would the disaster look like as Bob absorbs, like, not just the food, but like the table and the tablecloth and the dishware, and just is absorbing more and more as they try and get the attention of V?
I think it is very Titanic-like. So like standing on the table and then it just snaps in half,
Okay,
and then pulling those halves in.
beautiful. Yeah, definitely gets V's attention, which is hard to tell. It's just because, like, the way the light wraps around her, it's always like you only see a halo around. You never see like the light turn your way, but there's just a weird like shimmer that indicates that they have turned to look at you, and she starts coming in your direction.
I feel very perceived right now.
Who would
Oh.
others be pairing up with?
Is it possible to see if Jacques is paired off with anyone right now?
Jacques and Skelly which we'll just call him Skelly from now on because it's a lot easier to say than Skelly LinkedIn. Um, they were together, but it didn't seem like they were clicking. So Jacques would be able to
Yeah.
be intercepted unless someone else is trying to
I
get hurt.
I'm trying to like intercept Jacques at this point
Okay.
because Jacques smells like hay, and the
Yes.
horse half of me is very drawn towards this.
Okay. And what would you like to roll to intercept Jacques?
This is going to be a hot roll, I think,
Hmm.
because I would like to squeeze Kelly's hand and kind of like give a nod towards Barry. They
Okay.
both seem to be here for the same thing ish, at least.
Hmm.
And I want to kind of stride over towards Jacques and kind of tap on their shoulder
Hmm.
and go, I know that icebreakers are always super weird, but would you be willing to kind of get to know each other for a second? Is that okay? And kind
Okay.
of like just see if they're open to it.
Nice. And what was your hot roll?
Oh, I didn't roll.
Okay.
That's the part of the game that we need to do is roll.
Like I said, I am happy to just let this group just be in a cafe as cryptids, but we are showing off Rain's brand new game.
To be fair, it is
That's
a
a
very
10.
rules light game.
Yeah. Yeah. With that 10, all of the attention that was like, you know how you're just like glancing around, like, okay, who's already pairing off? Who's got my time? Like, their eye turns to you and you're just there. And you have raptured their attention.
Ew. Okay, great. Cool. Then I'll pair off with Jacques for now.
Wonderful.
I think Luna would try to pair off with Tony if Tony wanted to.
Let's go.
Saunters all over.
Mm-hmm.
Be like
wings out.
Tony's very into the saunter.
It was
She's a
like,
saunterer herself.
like very wings out and stuff.
Mhm.
So it's like lean in and be like, I heard you like causing disasters. Well, I'm the biggest one here.
Ooh.
What a pickup line.
Yeah, let's.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't even think we need to roll to see how that lands. I think, Jenna, since it's with you, it's up to you how it lands. What's
Period.
Tony up to?
Is Tony drinking her 1978 Brillo yet?
Oh,
I
yeah.
imagine she's like swirling it, hears the line, and like chokes a little bit, like as she's trying to take like a very like casual first sip, but was not casual in the slightest. And just be like, I'm into that.
That's it.
Beautiful.
I'm Tony Gianna Lucalia Sopranosophiles.
Nice to meet you, Tony. I'll try to learn the rest. I'll run one name after the other every time we talk. I'll try.
Well, that's good. I sometimes have well, I talk a lot, but not a lot to say. At least, that's what Ma tells me. But,
And
maybe she's just making it up.
Coral, who are you going for?
We'll approach the literal ray of sunshine that I don't believe we have actually talked to yet.
Yeah. Which one's the ray of sunshine? I'm happy
The
to
one that was like an
introduce.
embodiment of like
Ah,
light
that's
or
V.
something.
Yeah, that's V. Mhm.
Oh,
But we can
I thought that was
introduce
like
an
a
actual ray of
dark.
sunshine.
That'd be
I
fun.
thought there were two different people. I was like
V's
so set.
some sort of family member is V's Voidemir is the difference there. But yeah, we can introduce a ray
I
of
see. I
sunshine.
see.
You just see like descending from the sky is just like someone that looks like they're made of fire themselves, as like they're not late or early because time revolves around them because they are the sun, and they just like step down through like just like a light in the window. The moon is fully out. They give no fucks, and just a fiery person steps into the room right in your line of sight.
um, but yeah, okay. So she would definitely gravitate to light and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah. Hi, I'm Sarah Sunshine.
Man, that was quick. She was like, hey, what's up? My name's Coral.
Nice.
Yeah. I didn't see you around here last year.
Yeah, I kind of have to be here. I kind of like broke curfew a few too many times, and now my parents are like, you need to go to an event that we tell you about. And I went, no, because they wanted me to go volunteer at the mall. And then I actually realized, wait a minute, the mall's 2 doors down. I could pretend to volunteer at the mall, break out, and then come to this cool thing. So if anyone asks, I'm helping children right now. Nice to meet you.
Hey, so have you ever gone surfing?
Um, I've ridden solar waves. Is that the same?
I mean, probably. I mean, we can try it, and then you can tell me if it's the same.
Yeah, I would love that. And now that we're all paired up, what fun fact about yourselves are you sharing with the partners you have found?
Uh. That's Jenna saying that, not Tony. Tony's all confident. She's got this handled. Just not yet.
Just give Jen a couple seconds.
Yeah, I'm buffering.
I think Bob is just going to share with V that they are originally from Sweden. But they
Oh.
lost the accent because they've been around since like December 1958. You know, they've been around.
It's been a while, yeah. And he just like in a way that I cannot recreate, just talks like the sound of like wind chimes and sparkles with like a very deep drone underneath. Like hasn't
Oh
mastered
no,
the
now I
concept
need you
of
to
like
do that.
I'm sorry, I won't. Hasn't mastered the grasp of like English that their uncle has because like Voidemir can talk to everyone. V can talk to everyone, but hasn't lost the accent yet. It was like, I also haven't lost my accent yet, but I think it's charming, and I kind of hope I don't lose it. I think it's cool that you moved here from Sweden. I've never been to Sweden. I mean, I've been everywhere because everything was once part of the Void, but I haven't been there myself.
I mean, like I'm from Sweden on Earth, but like who knows where I came from? I don't even remember anymore.
Me either. I was told that I was born one day, but I don't believe that because the rest of my family just started existing. I heard that some planets crashed into each other, and then the family was the result, and no planets crashed when I was born. My fun fact is that I really like it when I get to go watch movies because I get to see all the colors that aren't on the screen for normal people, and it makes me feel so much more immersed.
That sounds amazing. I wish I could do that.
I could probably
I
teach
just
you.
Oh yeah, can you?
I don't know how, but I'd love to.
There's just something magical about your voice, and I would love for you to teach me.
And there's something magical about the way that you broke that entire table and have held a lot of things inside of you. And that's really cool.
Yeah, they'll be gone before too long. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's roll to see how this is going. I didn't take out 2d6 earlier, so I'll roll with you.
What do you want me to roll here?
You decide. V
Okay.
is going to roll mysterious to amaze.
Excellent. We're
And
gonna
V
we're gonna go
got a
hot.
9. Okay.
It's a 10 total because that's my +2.
Yeah, then just an overall great pairing up. Like, beautiful together. Who has their next fun fact they want to share?
I think Luna would be like, I'm very good at poker. I beat Slenderman at poker one time when we was meeting up in the underground. He
Yo,
owes
no
me-
shit.
Yeah, he owes me
Wow.
$200.
Do you need someone to go after him? Because I know a guy.
I already got 2 guys on them right
Oh,
now.
that's good.
But I'll let
Well,
you know.
if you find him and you need a place to dissolve the body, Pine Barrens, excellent place.
I'll let you know.
Yeah. Got you.
He's like, he keeps on leaving those sheets everywhere, the 8 pages and stuff like that. I've been
Yeah,
leaving
what's
my
with
own
that?
pages.
What's with that?
I don't know. It's
What do you
really
think
like
is?
the childhood drawings. It's very crazy, and so I've been leaving my own pages to like let him know by saying, "Give me my money," over and over and over. That's
Just
my
8 pages in the forest, give me my money.
Give me money. Yeah, basically. The teenagers have been getting confused, but like those are my pages.
Maybe that's why, people leave things under the pillows for, wow, I just got Cajun right there really quickly. That was weird.
Jenna!
I'm sorry! She has too much gabagool in her mouth and, it kind of like sounds Cajun, but like, it isn't, There it is. There, we're back. And I think Tony's just gonna like sip her Brillo and she's just gonna say, no one's actually seen me. Even though they keep trying to take photos of us. But I take selfies all the time. And it's just like, yes.
Right.
No?
Like people keep on like thinking that
Kind
like
of ridiculous.
it is. Like there's like a whole festival out there about me. And I'm never invited.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. I don't understand. Like I'm not that far. But
Well,
like,
do they know where you live?
Like I'm from Nowhereville, and I think that's pretty easy
That might
to
be
find. I know.
Their
Like,
post
it's a weird
office?
like I was like, I try to get a PO box out there, yeah, but like I got a couple letters and stuff. I just can't write back.
You literate? Shit.
I was like, no, it's just really hard with these these nails to like pick it up, and I prefer like typing. Like
with
nobody
one thing to each.
Yeah, like mothman@gmail.com. Why nobody can contact me there? It's very easy, simple. They think it's a spam.
That's wild. You think they would have some respect for such a name?
Right.
Oh, do you want to see something neat? And she's just gonna like unfurl her legs as like her legs get like 8 feet tall and unhinge her jaw.
I love that.
And then
let's roll
put it
both
back.
of you to see how this interaction goes.
I'm gonna roll for hot
Okay.
as legs.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that sounds pretty hot.
Cause legs.
I'll roll for I don't know. Mysterious? No, yeah, mysterious.
It's your all's choice. I have no
Yeah.
say in this.
10.
8.
Another great time. Like, just straight up great date so far. Who would like to go next?
I think like Coral would be like kind of like stuck on the solar wave stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so she'd be like, "Hey, so like I love to surf, right? In on the ocean. But have you ever been to the ocean at like sunset?"
So, like, sunset is when I get, like, sent home and or grounded, depending on the day. But I have sometimes tried to, like, hold a mirror up because, in case you can't tell, I've got a great ass, and people like to watch it leave. So I've heard it's beautiful when I walk away, but I've never really seen it stay.
Sean, you're killing me.
I hope you all are having a great time, because I am.
She's like, "Yeah, well, I mean, I would love to show you if we can figure out a way to like sneak you out or like pretend you're somewhere else again. But I would love to take you to the ocean at sunset because especially out like on the water, I'll teach you how to like surf and everything, but especially out on the water when the waves come, the way that like the sunlight reflects off of the waves, I think is something you would really enjoy.
That sounds amazing. So, have you heard of this thing called like an eclipse?
Yeah.
So that's like when my dad and my uncle get mad at each other and try and like take over the night sky. Um, and honestly,
That's
like
so
I
messed up.
feel like I know it's like you would think by now Uncle Moon would learn, but he just hasn't. But I do think that like we could probably get him to like block out my dad for a bit so he can't see me running away, and then we could go hang out on the beach together sometime if you want.
Yeah, honestly, I think that'd be really cool.
Nice. Let's roll to see how your date's going. Feels like all these are going great.
God.
Oh yeah, Sarah Sunshine is into you.
Okay. That's not super good, but I have. What do I get to use? I mean, I was trying to flirt, so I'm gonna go with hot? Question mark?
Yeah.
So that's 8. What did I give myself? I gave myself a +2. I'm gonna need it. That's a 9.
Yeah, a 9 is still like a partial success. So like, what would it be about Sarah right now that's just like a little off? Like, what would be something that would be more in line with what Coral's hoping for?
Um, I think she likes the idea of, because she's also like went to the dry land without permission, and so like very like Little Mermaid style, and so she understands that and like her want to like do all of those things, and like sunlight and stuff. Like she thinks it's great, but I don't know. Maybe she's wondering like, well, is she a little too young though? Right, so she's just trying to gauge like that.
Yeah. Would that be something you say, or just like a little gauge?
I don't think I'd say it. I think I'd try to like keep talking to her and then try to like figure that out on my own.
Okay.
Like, would she feel a little too young for me or not?
For sure. Then our last pairing up with Jacques and Marina.
Your Honor, I'm terrified. You've rolled really well for everyone's date, and now it's down to me. The law of probability states something bad is about to happen.
The law of probability: 7 is the most likely to roll on a die. Like when you got 2d6. Like they're statistically likely to go well. Also,
I'm
one of
begging
our
you,
mods,
roll a
if you want to get
12.
rid of that one comment, I would love you forever.
Yeah, it's not letting me ban it.
Okay.
It says not published to chat on mine.
Okay, then maybe it's just because it's...
Yeah, I don't see anything on
Okay,
that.
awesome. Thank you. Cool.
I did it.
Wonderful. Instead of saying a fun fact about myself, I'd like to open the floor, so to speak, between us for Jacques to go first, because we haven't introduced each other, nothing like that. So I'm like, I'm Marina. I saw you from across the room, and I was just intrigued. It's so nice to meet you. What's your name?
Oh, hi, I'm Jock, and I'm a pumpkin person. I've got mostly scarecrow, a bit of pumpkin. Sometimes it's confusing because people think that I'm only a scarecrow, or that I'm a pumpkin that stole this body, or sometimes they think I'm related to the Headless Horseman, but he's a human that died and got cursed. I'm not dead. I'm just a pumpkin person.
Oh, no. So he just brought up my ex, but we're gonna skate over that. That was literally written in my backstory, and I did not think it would come up this soon that he would bring up the Headless Horseman. Wonderful.
Like, are you visibly...
Yes.
Okay.
So much.
Did I say something wrong?
No, of course not.
Because you kind of had a lot of, like, big reactions there, and I don't know why.
Right. I am constantly working on my expressions. I spend a lot of time either underwater or like on the farm. So I'm very isolated from other people a lot of times, and it's rough out there. I love that you shared that fact with me because I feel very similar. I have a lot of different forms as well, and people confuse me with other creatures and cryptids that just aren't correct. So I feel that on a very deep level. I have a bunch of different forms, and a lot of different cryptids in the media get a lot of credit for things that I do, or vice versa. Uh, my fun fact, I hope it's fun, is that I absolutely adore making saltwater taffy from scratch. I have a little Etsy where I sell my saltwater taffy. It is pulled, it is ethically sourced, and it is all natural flavors. I actually brought some with me tonight. Would you like to try it?
I would love to. I've never had saltwater taffy before.
Oh my
There's
goodness, you are
something
in for
about
such a
like the
treat.
fact that I don't really have teeth that people have warned me
Yeah,
against, but like
yeah.
I feel like it can't go wrong.
So, what I'm going to give you is my melt in your mouth, not in your hands saltwater taffy. And you don't have to chew it because, also, in some forms, I also don't have teeth. This is special. It kind of tastes like pumpkin spice topped in vanilla ice cream, like vanilla bean ice cream. It's a really nice marriage of the flavors. I'd love for you to try it. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand Jacques
Hmm.
very like bite size, not like a mouthful, like a bite size
Hmm.
of this melt in your mouth taffy, and see if
Nice.
they like it.
Yeah. Let's see. And they're gonna do. They're
Is
gonna
that
do.
cannibalism?
No.
No, it's pumpkin spice, not pumpkin.
There's
Right.
no pumpkin in pumpkin spice.
Well, it
Yeah,
depends what book you read.
Jenna. That is a stream for October 26th. Not right now.
Okay,
Uh,
okay, okay.
Yes.
they
Yes.
they got a 9 on their roll. Rolled a 7 and have a plus
Okay.
2. So yeah, like it's a great like a bit of like the problem where like they have a candle providing a bit of light, and that like
Yeah,
the candle melts the toffee, not the toffee, ah,
taffy.
thank you, the taffy faster than it's supposed to melt. So like the flavor
True.
profile is not perfect, but they enjoy it.
Okay.
Also, we redeemed a
Okay.
hydrate in chat, so everyone take a drink of water or tea or
Ooh.
hydrate yourself.
I bring my water.
Taylor.
Don't threaten me with the good time, chat.
Yes.
Um, yeah, so I give them that taffy, and I think I'm just kind of admiring the way
Mhm.
that they just hold themselves. A lot of people, like I personally, am very like stick straight when I'm in human form, like trying to present as very above board.
Mhm.
Uh, but this part scarecrow Jacques is very like loose
Mhm.
and kind of like almost without bones, and I just find that very attractive. I think
Okay.
so. I'm really into Jacques at this point.
Beautiful. Yeah, and you all like hear like a bell chime as over in the corner Barry and Kelly like declare that they've done what they wanted for the night. Like they both came in, they've made a friend. Like they're not leaving, they're still around, but like there's just like now like in the corner like they talked about board games, just like a board game set appeared, like just different like drinks that they could share, but like pour 2 glasses of and not need to drink out of the same one. As Barry and Kelly have been like, yep, we're good, we like all of you, we're not leaving, but we are no longer on the table, and have paired themselves off as friends for the evening.
So cute! I'm so
Aw.
excited.
I love it.
Nice. You all met people, and they all went great. Some of them not as great, but most of them all went great. What do you think you would do next? Would you stay with the people, or do you think you're going to try one more round of mingling?
Uh,
Such a hard question.
Yeah.
Would any of us have someone that we didn't pair off with, like another person that wanted to approach any of us?
Skelly Lellington, or Skelly Bro, is currently standing over by the bar just talking to the waitstaff. Skelly Bro was gonna hit on everyone, but then saw like 5 genuine connections happen, and like didn't have the room to step in. Like normally, like would step in, like, oh, you're not having a great time, or you're having a great time, but like they stopped talking for a second. There have just been 5 like pair ups of like fluid conversation that Skelly Bro hasn't had the chance to ruin it for someone else.
Good. I'd like to stay with Jacques, personally.
Yeah. Beautiful. Then you all remain with the people you're with. So we have Bob and V, we have Jacques and Marina, we have Tony and Luna, and we have Sarah and Coral. As people are choosing to pair up, they're just kind of like the scene changes inside. It's no longer just like little coffee tables around the room where people are. There are just actual like dining tables now where people could sit down and have a meal together if they chose. Also, Rain, let me get you back on stream because when you came back in, it appears that OBS didn't like that.
OBS doesn't like anything.
OBS is having a rough
That's
time
true.
today. Like, OBS today, not any of our friend.
She's very picky.
Yeah.
OBS is overwhelmed by the amount of hotness.
Yeah,
And
OBS is
also
overwhelmed
some
by, like,
wholesomeness.
let's see if they get
I
in
love
here.
that they ended up together.
There we
They're
go.
So cute.
Cool. You are back on air. Nice job. But yeah, so the seats form up. There's the option to have like quad or larger groupings, or you could all remain in one-on-one. What do you think people would be doing? What would you all like to do with it?
Ooh,
That's a good question.
yeah.
There is
That is such a
one
good
table of
question.
6 that if you all went fast enough could claim a table for all of you together.
Let's
Let's
go.
all go claim a table together.
Tony's
Okay.
walking elbows out.
Wings
Yeah.
is smacking everywhere. Wings is going ham.
It's like the table in the center of the room. Like it was a coffee space and it still is, but now it's kind of got like a gallery ballroom vibe of like this is where people are going to eat and like it's nice. And like that one table in the middle, you just see like a couple of like people start moving around, people that like haven't been introduced or haven't met, or people that are like paired up in their own background, and just all of your eyes match and you beeline it together. And each of you and your date arrive, or not necessarily date, but each of you and your partner for the evening arrive together. So we would have Sarah and Coral, we would have Jacques and Marina, we'd have V and Bob, and we'd have the two of you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's an 8-person table. I can't math. That's not a skill Sean the human has. So it's an 8-person table in the middle of the room.
Is the food like? Is your food already on the table, or is it like empty? Like they're gonna bring stuff out?
For those of you who filled out the pre-request thing, it is already like being prepared. For others, wait staff will come around to ask you what you would like. Yeah, it's kind of
okay.
ineffective in the fact that they are not planning for everyone at the same time, but also people didn't fill out the form for them. So the one guy doing all of the food for the evening doesn't feel that offended for you.
2 wrongs
Yeah,
don't make a
no.
right.
But yeah, throughout the course of like 10 minutes, everyone's meals would be at the table.
So Tony is used to like family style eating. Does like if someone fills out food on the form, does that mean everyone can have the food too, or is it like a singular portion, or can we try a bunch of little things?
I mean, yeah, it would be that like you would get it delivered. Would you have had your rider fill out family style on the form?
Oh, 100%.
Okay,
Big letters,
then
circled.
an entire, along with everything else everyone is receiving, an entire like 7-course like soup, salad, pasta 1, pasta 2, clearing, antipasta, dessert round appears on the table for all of you, as well as whatever you also ordered.
Nice.
Nice.
Tony
I
will
love it,
look
I love
around and just be like,
I got you. Like feeling up, piling on that plate.
Yeah, I think for Coral too, like the family style meals would be a lot more to like what she's used to. because like everybody like shares and stuff like that. I don't know if you've ever seen fish eat, but you know they all just kind of grab from the same thing and
Yeah.
try to get them. It's usually like more of like a fight than anything, where it's like people like if you didn't grab any while it was there, people aren't gonna like wait and make sure everybody's got a portion. It's like a free for all type of thing.
Very
And
much a
so
feeding
she
frenzy.
sees, yeah, and so she sees like all the food, and like she immediately like she doesn't wait for anybody to start grabbing because she's just like food, and we'll just make sure she has enough for herself. Yeah,
Yeah.
on her
Sarah
plate.
gives you a look of like, oh, you know how to get what you want. I
Yeah.
like that in a person.
And she looks at Sarah and she's like, "Oh, like you want me to help you get some?"
Oh, that'd
Like for
be
the stuff she
great because,
can't
like I said,
reach.
I'm technically at the mall right now helping children, and so I didn't fill out the form. And also, if I ask for an order, it's on paper that I showed up here. So I would love it if you
Period.
could help me make a plate.
Mood.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, I honestly I didn't fill it out either, but whatever. Here, I got you. I'm just gonna get you a little bit of everything so you can like try some and just tell me what you like, okay?
Jacques is very much trying to do. Oh, there are breadsticks. Jacques is very much trying to do the same thing for you, Marina, but like much slower. Like I said, the fingers aren't very dexterous because they're kind of just like loose gloves. So it's like kind of like holding a plate on like the like this part right here as the fingers drip, and being like, I can get you what you want, but I don't really know how fast I can do it. If you want to go faster, I understand. For you, Marina.
I'm freaking out because it's the saddest thing I've ever heard. I immediately am like, oh, no, don't you worry about a thing. I have got you. We can develop a system. And I think for like the next 10 minutes, as things come to the table, Marita's going to be like, okay, I'm going to point. If you think it looks tasty and you would like to try some, just flicker your light, like the light in their pumpkin head. If you don't want it, dim the light. And we will go by that. I'll fill up your plate, and then we will help each other eat so it doesn't look like I'm only assisting you. How does that sound?
Yeah, that's the best system I've ever heard of.
Amazing. I'm very efficient. And she's going to start pointing at things, waiting for the light to dim and flare, fill up a whole plate. Her plate the only part that she filled out, she didn't fill out the drink portion or like the appetizer portion. She only filled out the dinner portion, which is hearts. Like she just wants to eat hearts. Kelpie lore is accurate. So she has her own plate, but she's going to work with Jacques and make sure that Jacques gets a bite, and then she'll take a bite of a certain like heart, cow heart, pig heart, whatever,
Yeah.
doesn't matter, and do the same kind of back and forth.
Yeah, very much how like everyone else is getting like serving rounds of things. They have done the same for you in escalating size. So like first they bring out like the chicken hearts so you can get like a Brazilian steakhouse, and then they bring out like pig hearts, and then they bring out like cow hearts. Like they're just with each course they're getting larger for you because they don't want you to feel like you don't have the same amount, but they're also not sure what kind of hearts you needed. But you have so many.
Good. I just want to like have like a mound of hearts.
Perfect.
And just get a little bit out of each one of them, while making sure that Jacques is taken care of very well.
Nice. Rain, what would V and Bob be doing at the table?
Bob does not have a lot of like flirting skills, so they're just like trying to make conversation as best they can, but they're very anxious.
Okay.
It's also not just me, IRL.
V would definitely take the lead then and be like, I know that you kind of ate a lot already, but if there's anything that like you want, I'm happy to order. Like, I don't know if you know, but like my uncle owns the place, and I don't want to like throw that cart around. But like, if there's something missing, I can get it for you.
Oh, wow. I hadn't thought about it. I just put yes on what I wanted. I'm not really picky.
Okay, but like, is there something that like you want?
I kind of just want to keep talking to you.
Cool, I'm fine with that. I don't need to eat, so like, because I just kind of am infinite space. I kind of just am self-sustaining. So like I'm happy to just like sit here and talk to you. This is the one time I'm
Fantastic.
regretting that it's a single track audio because both of those gasps are going to be so much louder than the cute thing you were reacting to on the audio track.
Mistakes were made. It's fine.
Uh, yeah. So yeah, both of you sit without a plate, but in each other's company at this table of people. Our last pair, what is your situation? Tony and Luna.
I think like Tony's like kind of like looking around to see if people are enjoying the food. Not that she cooked it, but it's a source of pride for her. She helped determine the menu and like the coursing and like the pacing and like making sure everything, you know, comes out at the right time. Otherwise they would learn that kneecaps are a privilege, not a right.
Right.
It is. It's great, but it's just like slightly lower quality than if your family had made it at home.
Like with like a mouthful, but not like a mouthful. She'll be like, you know, it's not Grammys, but it's not bad.
Yeah. Like, you know, it doesn't have that like that granny's elbow in it. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It's family.
Oh,
big
do you
food.
need help? You know, you were saying with the typing and the nails.
I was like, yeah. I was like, oh well. I was like, I'm just using my wing, just like trying their best to use their wings to like eat. And then they gave up and just like kind of slant their whole face down and just absorbed the food in their mouth.
I think Tony will unhinge her jaw and also join in so you don't feel left out.
I love. I love. Like I think Luna will be like, so is family like a big thing to you? Family values, is that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, so my family's been active in the Pine Barrens for, 250 years or so. Maybe even more. Who knows? Legends never die. Except
Right.
they do when they cross us.
Yep.
Yep.
I get it.
And then they get absorbed by the Pine Barrens, But, yeah, family's important.
Yeah, I love that. I don't really have a family, but I would love to have one day.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, big family. Yeah.
I unplugged my light. Sorry. I was just like, oh.
The light's gone.
One of you did that.
It's the mood lighting.
Yeah, you see just like from the fact that like Sarah Sunshine and V are sitting like around each other, the light's having a hard time deciding what it's like. Is it supposed to illuminate? Is it supposed to be like the aurora? What's supposed to be happening? And yeah, it causes your lighting to flicker a little.
The only thing that's clear is that it's bisexual lighting.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
No
Aggressively
overhead lighting.
bisexual lighting. Perfect.
All lamps.
What the
nothing.
fuck? Now I'm.
Anyway, yeah, and you all do that. You'd hear different like bells chiming around as people are like officially declaring that this is who they're looking for tonight. Would anyone at the table have declared that?
I don't really
Bob,
know what I'm looking
slaps
for.
the bell.
Like,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not. It's just like a verbal agreement, and then like
Oh.
a chime happens. But I see that Bob and Marina
Oh.
both declare. So Marina,
What are we
you were in there-
declaring?
Marina, you were in there first. What would your scene look like as you and Jacques declare to each other? Yeah, I think this is who we're here for tonight. You are muted.
Are you muted?
I knew that. I also knew that.
Meadow just testing us.
You have great
That
ventriloquy
was,
skills.
I am troubleshooting. First of all, I think Marina and Jacques are kind of like eating off their plates, talking a little more. And I think there's like one rom-com moment where they say the same thing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And like without declaring anything, the bell goes off. Is that okay? Does that sound right?
I love it.
Like,
There
they
are
both
no
just kind of
rules about this
know.
bell. Yeah. This is not a mechanic
Yeah, they
thing that
both
Rain
just know.
created. This is me trying to make a structure for this story. That's really just all of us hanging out, flirting with each other. Yeah, like in the moment, like your eyes lock, you like have like a bit of heart on your fork. They just have like a not like a like very easy to drink soup that's not going to extinguish the light, but is easy to hold and easy to go down. Just your eyes meet and just ding, and you all know that you found who you're looking for tonight. Bob, what would it
Yeah,
look like for
right.
you and V?
I think Bob is like thinking that they need to like I don't know somehow indicate this, and just like keeps smacking the table.
Yeah. Uh, the person behind the counter comes over. Yeah, is there something else you need? Like, did I forget something again? I'm so sorry. It's just there are like so many of you, and I'm doing the most amount of work I can.
No, no, you're doing amazing. Uh, I was just trying to figure out how to do the ding.
Oh, that's easy. And just like waves his hand, and a ding happens above you and V. And she's like, I didn't really think that like this would work out. Not with you. I thought like the night. I thought the night wasn't going to work out because like sometimes I just have to come to these because like they're missing people and it looks good for optics and like people need to know that these things work. But like I'm glad that I actually came to this one because you're really cool and I like you a lot. You're fun.
Yeah, I feel the same. I just normally come for the food.
Yeah. The food's
So
good.
fair. So
So
fair.
fair.
Yeah, when all this is over, we could like go get food, or like we could like go to a spot where like because like I said, I don't really eat, and you kind of just seem to like absorb. So like we could just go to a spot that's like we could both absorb things because like you're not eating a lot right now, which makes me think that things are going well because you're not like trying to hide from me. But like if we could just go to a spot where we could both be like, ooh, look at us, we're together and cool and hot. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Mood.
Such a mood.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. I would love to do that.
Beautiful. For those of you who haven't declared, what is something that is causing a bit of confusion here, a bit of hesitation?
I think.
Oh, Tony's into it. She's just not going to do it first.
Luna's into it and be like, hey, like, I would like to talk to you more. Like, I feel like we got a lot in common. I was like, I would like to explore this. We can become a legacy together in the future.
Love
I think
that.
we can. Okay, if you're down, I'm down.
Yeah, you know how to eat. You're a problem. I love that. I'm a problem. We could be problems together.
Yes, the biggest disasters.
I'll like clink my glass if you have a
Yeah.
glass to clink.
Yeah.
Nice. And yeah, with the clink of your glass, there's just the chime of a bell, and you all have found what you're looking for.
It's like saying clink when you do a cheers. You don't need to do. Oh, the bell's for the
What?
matching. I get it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. It just went over my head.
I get it.
Which
I
is
get
weird
it.
because I have horns.
I was like, I get it. I thought the bell rang or something. I was about to need to take off.
Yeah, right. It's kind of scary.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
Shit.
And Coral, what's going on between you and Sarah?
So I was going kind of like off of like the last roll where it was kind of like, okay, it's good, but like we need to like, I need to talk to her a little more, right? And I feel like as we like were eating in between like mouthfuls of food, like I kind of start getting that feeling of, oh, it's not just disobedience just to disobey, right? Like a immature thing. It's more of like a sense of like adventure that and the adrenaline that doing something you're told not to do brings. And then she would tell Sarah like her story about her, like the whole reason she is here is because she disobeyed her parents. And it's like I just wanted adventure and new things and that kind of, I feel like they would end up finding some of like common ground in that. So then she realizes like, oh, this is gonna be one of those Taylor Swift songs where it's gonna go real fucking awesome for a while, and then it's gonna crash and burn so hard afterwards, right? Where it's like they're gonna do all the stuff and experience all the things, go on adventures, go bungee jumping, teach her how to surf, and it's gonna be like, those like relationships that are like not meant to last but are meant to be like a really good time. And so she realizes that, and it's just that moment of like do I want that right now? Then she goes, yeah, you know what, like fuck it, I'm young. Like if any time is the time to do it, this is the time. This is what I came for like out of the ocean for, right? And so before like they find me and I'm dragged back in, like fuck it, YOLO. And so there is a moment kind of after, like maybe towards the end of the meal, so they would be one of like the last couples, that she's just like all in or nothing type of thing. And she asks her like, hey, like, you want to go on an adventure?
Yeah, like an adventure would be so much fun. And like I get what you mean about like it's hard to like get out because like when your dad is literally always seeing half the earth at some time, it's really hard to hide from him. And so like if you want to like have a time where I make sure he just doesn't see me for a year.
So like yeah, so like okay, so I have a couple of things in mind, right? I can make like an air bubble around your head and he wouldn't be able to find you underwater, and I could show you like the underwater cities and stuff. Also, have you ever been to Alaska? Because the sun doesn't go out there for like half a year.
One, I love the underwater idea because I have always been told I'd have a smoking body, and I think underwater that would be the most true it's ever been. But two, I haven't been to Alaska, and you know what? I'd love it. Why not?
Yeah, it's like, how is he going to find you there if he's literally not allowed to come out for 6 months?
Yeah. And then, like, I hear there's, like, those other towns on the other side that do the same things. Like, we could just, like, fly there one night, and then, like, when the sun's in Alaska, I'll say, yo, fuck you, Dad, and I'll be in the other part of the world, and,
yes.
Yeah.
I think that would be really awesome.
Yeah. And I think mid-scene, you get, like, the ding. And as we're bringing this wonderful game that I'm had so much fun, I love this so much, I'd like to ask each of you, what does the epilogue with your partner of the day look like? You've got time, as much time or as little time as you want. Just what's like a scene people can see after the night of cryptid tea?
You want to go terrorize people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll come to you next, Meadow.
Yeah.
I got so excited. Please take your time.
He'll be like, hey, yeah, there's a pink dog we can harass.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, we're crushing here. I've been waiting all night for that.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love it so much.
So yeah, you two spend as much time as you want messing with, harassing, and disastrifying everyone around you, especially pink dogs. Meadow, what would it be that Marina's doing?
So this doesn't have to be same night, right? This can be
Nope,
like
it can be any point in the future. Yep.
Fuck yes. Okay, great. So Marina and Jacques end up dating for a little bit, and they end up opening on Marina's ranch a haunted hayride in the spooky seasons, where Jacques is the spooky like scarecrow, and Marina is the horse pulling the hayride forward. Not only do they rack up cash out, but they get to like bring safe, cozy, spooky scares to like families and people in like a really controlled environment where it's like safe to be, like to feel that fear without hurting anyone, and like giving back in that way makes them feel deviously monstrous but still really like grounded in each other. And Marina makes saltwater taffy for Jacques all the time, and like Jacques is the taste tester now.
Beautiful.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever tell him that the Headless Horseman was your ex-boyfriend? Does he ever find out?
I would tell him pretty early. Like, let's be fucking honest. Like, it's weird to not say anything. It would be like one of those 2 a.m. Waffle House dates where you're like, I just gotta say.
It's like, you know that one guy you really hate? I dated him, but don't worry, it didn't go well.
I did date him, but honestly, he took all the credit for our, like, combined scare work, and I'm really not looking for that dynamic anymore. And that's where, like, the haunted hayride rancherism comes out.
And to that he would have responded, I knew I always had a one-up on that loser.
More than one. in, darling. And she'll kiss his cheek,
Yeah.
the side of his pumpkin.
Yeah. Who would like to do their scene next? I think we have to go with Rain, but then Rain broke as Yuri came back, so it's both of you can pick.
That's so funny. All I gotta say is Luna will come to the haunted hayride.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I feel
real.
like all of us would end up at the haunted hayride.
You're so invited.
Cute date
You
night.
are so invited.
Hmm. Yeah, and I think that's a good epilogue for this. Is just like Bob and V have been, doing their thing, exploring the universe, I guess.
Mhm.
All of the like new sensations and things and foods that Bob's never experienced. Uh, and just like go on a really cute date at the haunted hayride with some friends that they all met together.
And at some point, V definitely would have like taken you up to space and like put a blanket like between you and the sun, so that as the sun beams are supercharging the screen, you can watch the movie in the way that like she does, with all the colors of radiation coming off of the film, as she promised you she would.
Amazing. Amazing.
So cute.
And then I eat it.
Yeah, we can't have space junk out there. No, bad space junk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Nice.
You're so environment friendly. I love it. I think for us, like that epilogue would be like a montage with like old school like rock music over it, like punk.
Mhm.
And it's just us like cliff diving somewhere in Alaska, or like swimming with sharks, and you see she has like a bubble around her head, and just like all sorts of things as they're going through just like these crazy adrenaline junkie adventures. She would eventually teach her how to surf, because that's something that she loves. And then they would one of the days that they're surfing out there, stay out late enough to see the sunset, and so she can show her how like the rays of the sun reflect off the water.
That's beautiful. And with that, we're going to bring our game of Crushes and Cryptids to an end. Thank you all so much for enjoying this, playing this, engaging in this content with me. If we could get you all to go around one more time, and we'll go in reverse order this time, just to say who you are, where people can find you, show off some of the or all of the amazing things you all have coming up, because people are going to want to watch all of you because you're all amazing. So reverse order would be starting with Meadow.
Howdy, darlings. My name's Meadow, she, they pronouns. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Howdy Love Darlin. No G at the end. I was raised beneath the Mason-Dixon line, and I intend to keep it as real as possible. Please follow me, because I would love to make new friends. The chat has been absolutely delightful this whole time, and I've been so honored to watch the conversations go on. I can't wait to play with y'all again. This was Rain. Amazing game. Thank you so much for creating this and bringing it to life with us. Sean, thank you so much for having us here so we can be flirtatious, creepy little guys. And I hope everyone has a wonderful night. Thanks for watching and hanging with us.
Nice. Yuri, you're up next.
Yeah, so hello again, everybody. My name is Yuri. That is at Yuri and the Beast, absolutely everywhere. As you guys know, I don't have my own channel, but I do channel hop a lot. I am going to be at the 8 Got Crit for Philly by Night this Saturday, and then I am going to be actually with our beautiful Kelpie Meadow on Monday with Girls Run These Worlds, doing a Through the Brambles Babes in the Woods game, where we are just little kids and lost. For Hispanic Heritage Month, we are going to have over at Kate the Great's channel, who I think was in chat earlier.
May still be in chat, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's called Don't Kill My
Yep,
Character, her channel.
BKMG RPGs, yep.
There you go. We're going to have a masks game for Hispanic Heritage Month, so that's going to be really, really fun. I'm going to be here at I'm going to be over at Hampod over there with Rain as well, for a Golden Ghouls game where we will be playing Vampire the Masquerade as the Golden Girls, and that's going to be lots of fun as well. So yeah, lots of stuff. I don't want to take up too much time. Just check out Beauty and the Beast everywhere on Threads. You'll see what I'm doing. Thank you so much, Rain, for letting us play your game. Thank you so much, Sean, for being willing to like bring it to life with us. It's always a joy playing with you. I had so much fun with everyone, and just yeah, happy spooky month, everybody.
Thank you. Taylor.
Hey, that's me. I'm Taylor, aka Spunky Taylor. It was a great time. I had a great time being here. I'm gonna take these fangs out. Okay, we're done. We're done. But
It looked
yeah,
great though.
thank you. I was like, you can catch me tomorrow for the finale of Shipwrecks. Don't kill my character. That's exciting. With that, like GM Sean here, yeah, we're getting spooky over there. I literally have no other projects that I'm allowed to talk about at this moment in time, but yeah, thank you, thank you, Rain, for creating an amazing game. Thank you, Sean, for GM the game. Thank you, everyone, for being awesome. So yeah,
Nice. Rain, the wonderful creator of this
Yeah,
game.
yeah. Thank you so much, all of you. This has been fantastic. I just thought I would make a silly little game because it's fun and flirting with friends is, why we play TTRPGs, or at least a lot of us do. Uh, so it's been a pleasure getting to not have to run my own game and just get to like play and have a good time. So I really appreciate it and thank you all. I'm glad that you all enjoy it. Like it's been words are hard. Uh, yeah, but you can find me at Hampod on pretty much all social medias, or Rainy Day Games is my itch. Yeah, I don't know. I'm rambling now.
And Jenna, take us out.
Speaking of rambling, the expert rambler herself, Jenna Daggers here. You can find me under that name or Mandalorian, depending where you search. But I do things. They're on the internet. Sometimes I even do them with friends that are right here. You can find me haunting Act 2 of Castleton, which will be returning on the Winter's Tales Twitch channel. You can find me as, well, soon to be debuted Sauce, who is your favorite massively tall friendship gremlin with zero social graces. I love her so much. And then there's a bunch of other things that I'm forgetting because, yeah. So yeah, I do things. You can find them.
Yeah. Beautiful. And then yeah, I am Sean. I exist. This is my channel. You're all if you're here, you might know that. If you don't, you do now. But if you want to find me, I guess if you want to find me on my channel, which is honestly rarer than anything else, Jenna, as well as Ham the DM, and I will be returning for a ghost chat. Which
That's
is,
what I was forgetting.
we have a stretch. Everyone just give themselves a nice little posture stretch. We'll be returning for Ghost Chat Part 2 on October 26th, which is going to be themed around pumpkins and October products. Products is a word. So if you have not joined
Or
us
byproducts.
if you have not joined us for a ghost chat, please do. They're 18 plus. Also on the 26th will be part 1 of a 2-part mini series, catching a G Cube over on Somebody's Heroes, where Jenna will also be. Then we also have tomorrow with Taylor on Don't Kill My Characters, the finale of Shipwrecks, as already mentioned. Also with Taylor and Rain on October 20th will be a Five Nights at Freddy's Kids on Mowers, Dads on Mowers, Kids on Bikes system, where we have given express permission to Rain to fuck us up in the best way possible. So if you're here for that, that's that. Other than that, I also will have a 2-part what's it called? Good Society game. Next week on the 11th, and then the following week on the 18th, in which it'll be Good Society meets the Monster Mash of classic Hollywood movies, all the monsters coming together for intrigue and dating across a 2-part series. Beyond that, a lot of projects I'm not allowed to talk about. Some of them with these amazing cast members here. But one thing I am allowed to talk about is that my character Sylvain for Somebody's Heroes had his vignette released yesterday. So if you want to go meet a really sad dragon,
He
and
is
all of that.
awesome.
Uh,
He is so cool. Go
Thank-
look at him. His
go-
art, beautiful.
Honestly, go find that on Somebody's Heroes on YouTube or Spotify. And speaking of Spotify, I have my own podcast. I probably should have promoted that. That's the whole thing that I started this with. If you want a podcast about the small like stories in life and just a lot of like realistic queer romances and non-queer romances, but just people going to small towns and not being like heroes, but people just being people on an adventure, that is the specialty of our podcast, and we would love to invite you to listen to it. Beyond that, I think that's everything. And if not, sorry, the channel I forgot. I'll talk about it next time. But in the meantime, we are going. Is anyone live right now? Isn't
So many
TTN
people.
live right
I
now?
believe Roll D5 might be live right now.
Roll D5 is live.
Okay, we'll go to
Yeah.
Roll D5. We love them. They're amazing.
Mhm.
We'll raid over into them and all of their things. They're currently playing Night Hag, DM'd by Mika, who is the triplet sibling of Jenna and I. So if you want to go meet in, we've never done a raid message before, but if you want to say hello, you're welcome to. If not, please don't. It's weird. I don't know why I said that, just because it's Mika and Jenna and I haven't had fun messing with Mika. But we're leaving, so the raid's going to start. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for playing, all of you. This has been amazing, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
I love how
Good
Mika just shows up in
transition.
all the places.
Yeah. And we are going. I need to find the one that says leaving. There we go. Goodbye.